picture the name of this. I still water down on the shop. This water is for 10 minutes. Awesome. Ballet on the matter. Unbelievable. I forgot about the whole time.
Everybody or is there a
She's going to be on Facebook.
Nice.
Well done,
This is the one I'm going to carry
Ready, Dave? I'm all sure
No, it's impossible. Is it outside? Someone go take care of it. Hopefully someone wants to do it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Emerge and Merge. Well, there's someone. Someone who's practically a paid staff member, so I'm not quite going to count that. But a lot of you know what Buffalo Infringement Festival is. We are a festival that takes applications from all sorts of people with great ideas for art that is edgy, art that is sometimes undeveloped, great ideas that have not reached perfection. And we give those people an opportunity to show what they've got, show their stuff. We get a whole bunch of people like Merge Restaurant to donate their space. Can you imagine these people living with their space? So many people like us put random stuff in it. And we really appreciate that. And tonight we have is the promotional review, where we're going to let a whole bunch of people who are part of the festival do a little 2-minute piece and kind of give you an idea of what they've got. And, wow, I see the camera. That looks really official. We appreciate that. So, I'll talk more about the Infringement Festival. Without further ado, we're going to get started here with MC Vendetta.
I'm MC Vendetta. I've been performing in the Infringement Festival since it started, and my first venue was the parking lot outside of Holly Farms. And I was there all day, every day, and it was awesome. So, without further ado, this is called Flow Collection. Well, I was hoping to write me a flow so you know all the lengths that I've gone, and if they're right or they're wrong, and I'm trying so hard to make you understand, but I'm trying too hard to hold life in my hands, and happiness comes in little teaspoon-sized doses. Don't you think you know that it's not 2 dozen roses, it's love in your face, and winning the race, it's not fourth or the second, all man, it's first place. Cause you're striving to win, so kids don't give in to your parents and think you don't know what's up. You know when you're 9 that life sometimes sucks, so you learn all the lies that go up in the air. I mean, who was not crushed when they saw that tooth fairy? It's only your mom in your room before dawn, and she took you some money real quick and she's gone. But I got one more story of children's folklore. The big fat Santa Claus in the department store. He laughs like a jello mold filled to the brim. But mad little kids know that's not really him. He brings all the toys and battery-powered joys to the tree in your home, cut down when it's growing high enough to graze the paint on the ceiling. But nobody knows what that poor tree is feeling, because tears for you and animals bore every day. Well, plants aren't shoots, so we're chopped anyway. Who would have known that the people were kind of stupid, just thinking that love is some arrow from Cupid, and then we filter our water to make sure it's pure, but pollution is causing this disease with no cure. Everyone's walking a little closer to hell. It's damn hot down there. I'm sure we'll burn well when we lie in our tanning bed till all our skin turns red. Cancers will beat it with some sort of treatment. Well, hearts of these saints, all these lives, and we're surprised to see heart attacks kill right before our own eyes. So I praise all these patients who have so much patience to wait for a kidney that makes a good match, because people die slowly. I bet that they're lonely. They're waiting so patiently for the next batch, and they're often subjected, and then they're rejected, and then they're torn down, swept up, and collected with nothing but patience to help them pull through. So, boy, am I lucky that I've collected all of you. So I will be performing as MC Vendetta on the very first Saturday of the fest at the Wham Bam Thank You Slam, which is a wonderful mixture of burlesque dance, erotic poetry, and hip-hop music and comedy. So come check it out at ET's First Friday, and maybe you'll get to see this. Oh yeah, and the visual arts coordinator, Kat McCarthy, and I are doing a joint venture, which is going to be performance, comedy, and visual art together, called Dazzlingly Inappropriate, about all of those things that you talk about with your friends during lunch, but you probably wouldn't say in public. We're going to say them in public. It's going to be a good time. And that's on Tuesday the 31st at Roscoe. I know it seems like I'm up here a long time, but I'm also playing a band, and we're number 2 on the list. So this is Dave, he's my drummer in my band. We're playing the Bloodthirsty Vegans. Our show is going to be on Saturday, August 4th, on the porch of the Nickel City Housing Co-op for a show called The Lawn Disco. It's really fun, lots of dancing outside. Yeah, super a little bit. When you feel life come and knock you down, trip and repeat to your puddle, but you're almost drowned, and you crawl like a baby all around on the ground. You pick up and slip out a box of sound of deep ringing, singing in your ear, feeling you're loving up and way to bash full of fear. Out in your world and make it honestly a Miss Beat has got the answer, and I got it much. So come see Bloodthirsty Vegans at the Lawn Disco on August 4th.
Thank you. That was MC Vendetta and the Bloodthirsty Vegans. I got my shows.
Some miraculous thing happened when I put my flower pot back in my backpack. Whoa! Nothing like hip-hop to grow a flower.
Alright. Random. Alright, we got Leslie Feingold come out up next. Feinberg. Iceberg, Feinberg.
So my name is Leslie, and I'm the dance coordinator for the festival. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, and Buffalo Infringement is a labor of love for all of us. So I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge all the coordinators and all the organizers. They really bust huge ass to make this festival happen. And they don't get paid, and it's all volunteer time. So just say thank you to all of them. Every year my troupe dances in the Infringement Festival. I'm in an American travel style belly dance company called Euphrasia, and we have a new company called Metamorphosis Dance. We will be dancing as special guests for a couple of other infringement artists, Miraculous Rhythms and Shankova, Million Women Drummers, and Pyromance. But as you can see, I have a pair of fairy wings on, and that's why I'm up here to promote my proposal. And it's in the true spirit of the Infringement Festival. Shakespeare wrote, "Who fools these mortals be?" And I don't know if we're really fools so much as people that are really good at knowing when there's an opportunity. So this is an opportunity. On Sunday, July 29th at approximately 5 p.m., our flash mob of glitter-coated fairies, pixies, elves, and other magical creatures, that might be you, this is for everybody, is going to descend upon Shakespeare in the Park's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. Now, I just want to make one thing clear, is that you come in your costume, we come and have fun, but we're actually going to just sit in the audience and watch the play. We're not infringing on their show. So it's going to be about coming early, before they're even on the stage, having a good time, getting to meet other infringers, and looking fun, like having a good time with your costume. We have a Facebook page. It's going to, more information will be on there. It will unfold, and there's flyers on the tables, and I have more, and the Facebook event page is on there. If you need costumes, you can get them anywhere. You can get makeup anywhere. You can get help from any of us, and we just come and have a good time. That's what it's all about. It is A Midsummer's Night Infringement. That's it.
Well done. Exactly 2 minutes. There goes. Peter Sorkin is coming up next. Peter Sorkin's one of the guys who's helping us out a lot.
Hi, folks. I only got 2 minutes, so I'll just sing and talk loud. Now a minute and a half. My name's Peter Sorkin. I came over here to do some community organizing. I've never been to Western New York before, and I fell in love with it. But politics is enough to give you the blues. I used to work as a music therapist at a residential treatment facility, which is a fancy name for a foster home. And I thought who better than to bring inner city youth the blues, and teach them about rhythm and blues to an American and a white Jewish kid from Long Island whose dad is a lawyer. Got a split. See a whole run on down that hill. No, I shouldn't do it, but I think I know I'm probably do. I gotta leave. Gotta leave, I got nothing left to lose. But you shouldn't be on a wall with a residential treatment facility blues. Oh, but when I'm out of program or I refuse to take my meds, I said it was my fault, but I still get over dead. And if I misbehave, then I'll be restricted to my unit. Why they always keep guilty? It wasn't me and I didn't do it. So come out and see me perform if you want to hear the last of that song. Thanks for supporting Infringement in Buffalo, Western New York.
Okay, so this year I'm only hosting Filigree, Taylor, and Boutique, and I'm only representing you guys in the crowd to this festival. I love all of you. I just wanted to show you, these are some of my paintings. I like to do layers and stuff. So there's different ways to like hold a paintbrush. I'm using acrylic, and then I'm doing oil over the top. So a paintbrush, you don't just hold it like a pencil. Sometimes you hold it this way,
Sometimes you make a mark this way. Sometimes you make long, broad strokes. Sometimes you make short, little strokes. And then the cool thing is they make these oil markers. So on top of all my acrylic paintings, I'm doing these cool oil marker things. And I'm hoping you guys come and see them. They're going to be at the gallery on Main Street with a bunch of other super cool visual artists. And you guys can come trip out on them and look at them for hours and buy them, all of them. I love you guys.
We've got Rory coming up.
By the way, if anyone hasn't signed in with me, come sign in now. And if you have a CD or a DVD, give that to me now, and we will get that going. We also have infringement buttons. They only cost $1, and those are right over here. And then we have just a few infringement T-shirts left over. So hopefully your size is there, and you can purchase those right here. They're in the blue bin, and you better hope that your size is left, as they're going quick. That's Monday. Ready for our whole 2 minutes. Like 20 minutes.
Well, that was Rory. That was kind of the land come out.
Screaming without one. Moving it to the front of the table here. Stay here.
I mean, unless you think it is a better vantage point. I think it's going to get more table noise on the table.
Yeah.
Let's go to mine schedule. Hey Roy, come on up here. We got some sugar. Sorry, my friend. Roy's probably a good Buffalo thing going on here, so I'll check that out. Neither collected. Well, and then next is Sarah. Sarah Elizabeth? Sarah? Grab one of those.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah Elizabeth. I'm an indie singer-songwriter from Albany, New York. I'm 20 years old and graduated from the University of Buffalo concentration in composition and music technology. I'll be playing around, I think, 3 dates at Allentown Music, Buffalo Bar Flat, and Old Wonder Bar. I'll be doing some songs with my band. Off our newly released album On the Rise. And we do a quick shortened version of one of my songs called And That's All. Don't you see the way the lights turn through the window on your picture frame? I haven't slept, and feeling so relaxed, and it probably thinks I'm insane. But it's calling you all, like the night, the deep that which it is the mind, be the way to stay. But the sliver of light on the wall caught my eye. Only the lights to shine, and that's all. You see the way my hair slips down on the right side of my head. I haven't slept, but I won't accept living hanging on by a thread. So sitting here watching the sunbeams grow, and I ask that picture frame if you ever did know that you would be the one to make me love. Because the light still shines, the light still shines, and Thank you guys. You need the business card and flyers over there that table by the back. That's their original.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. Next coming up, Jen Whitmore.
Hi, I'm Jen Whitmore. I don't have it memorized where I'm playing, but I'm playing solo as well as with a trio called Radio Red. We do a solo sometime. He lay down beside me. He lay down and swept my hair. His eyes told the words of the love that was there. He lay down beside me, and on a pillow stain, the plans of our life and the love that we made. I am yours, my love is forever. I am yours in everything we build together. More, 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 more.
Thanks, Jen. This is basically all done. Sam Ryan coming up next.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sam Ryan. I am a first-time infringer. I'm super excited. Thank you, everybody, for putting this together. I did a bunch of abstract nudes as a form of physical therapy because I was injured pretty badly at work. And I have the pleasure of showing them, luckily, due to infringement. So thanks so much, you guys. And come out and see us. I am showing at the Impact Artist Gallery at the Tri-Main building. So thanks everybody. Good night, everybody.
We appreciate that, Sam. Quick all info. Next is Francis Bacon, the man in the hat.
Hello, my name is John Luquijo with Francis Bacon Experiment. We are going to be at the vault, or the Fur Vault, or Wasteland, upstairs, 702 Main Street. We're going to be bringing 420 the musical to the stage. We premiered it in April 20th, and we're bringing it back 2 nights, August 3rd and 4th, 8 o'clock. It's fun, it's silly, and it's best if you pregame it. So I'm gonna say. So come see 420 the musical, and we have residency at the vault, so look for stuff from Francis Bacon in the very near future. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Next is coming up Karima, Rise Up Cafe.
Don't put your money in a barrel. Don't waste it on a ruby red ring. Give it all to Karima, means she'll fix your dinner while you sing. I got the blues, the empty pocket blues. Some say the blues are sorrowful. Some say the blues are sad. But when I sing the blues to you, they come out feeling glad. I've got the blues, the empty pocket blues.
All right, thank you. Give our hands short to go. Sophia Roberts. I'm Karima. I'm
Dean and we've worked with Laura Hagel to create something that we call Rise Up Cafe. And we invite all of you to come out and hear some powerful, powerful, powerful music, powerful singing, see some powerful dance, and also hear some powerful spoken word. On Friday, July 27th, from 8 until 9, doors open at 7:30. We'll be at Buffalo East, 1410 Main Street, near West Utica. Rise Up Cafe is a place where you can meditate, contemplate, and if necessary, resuscitate your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul. We plan to embrace you in the music, embrace you with the spoken word, and embrace you with the song and dance. It's a place where you can feel inspired and empowered. Don't forget, Rise Up Cafe, Sunday, July 27th, from 8 till 9, doors open at 7:30. We're requesting a little bit of a donation, but we're not turning anybody away. Come, have a good time, pay what you can if you can, and just get ready to be embraced with the Spirit. Thank you.
Thanks, you got to work in a lack right off. Portia with these connections.
Hi, I'm Portia Jones. I am an artist. I work mainly with photography and the internet. I'm showing 2 collections of photographs for the Infringement Fest. I'm showing one at Main Street Studios, and the other collection will be across the street above the vault. I have some samples for those if you're interested, but I really want to talk about Misconnection, which is my installation performance that I'm doing. I'm going to be misconnecting people. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you go on the internet and you go on Craigslist and you read the misconnections. In fact, I suggest that you do that anyway because as a special sneak preview, I'm going to be misconnecting some people here tonight, knowing and unknowing volunteers. So I suggest you look for yourself on Craigslist. Thank you, everyone.
Kind of mess with it. Ashley A. Ashley Emily? Where is she? There she is. Ashley's been helping us out here at the Infringement Festival over the past couple of weeks. We appreciate that. Come on up.
I'm sorry I don't know what I'm going to say, but my name is Ashley Implement. I'm doing a solo project called Livestream, and some of my friends said they were going to help me on the 30th at Nietzsche's. From 6 to 10, we're going to play a half-an-hour set for you guys, and I'm going to sing a little bit from my album called Family, and this was called You Need Love.
Hey, alright, you still cool. It's right, face you like the bird baby inside. I looked in your eyes and I saw good for the sky. You have angry, talking tired, not so tired. You are beautiful, but me and you. It's rubbing, makes me love you.
So that's it.
Thank you, Ashley. Sarah's up next.
What's up, everybody? My piece is called The Love Plug, and I have been on a journey of self-love for over a decade, and I also self-love from the inside out. And so I'm all self-love. But so I've had this vision of doing a piece around this journey that I've been on, and that's what this piece will be around. And I've also started to create, write, have song and music come through me, so it will be either me singing live or recorded. I haven't decided yet. So come check it out. Self-expression, self-love, power to the people, peace and love.
Thank you. Next, we got a long-time participant of the Buffalo Infringement Festival, Michelle Costa.
Thank you. Good evening. Michelle Costa from Theater Figuren. And this year I will be presenting once again a brand new puppetry theater performance piece entitled Symphony. And Symphony will feature three things. First of all, the most fantastic soundtrack, the great American classical symphonic work, Aaron Copland's Symphony No. 3. And you're probably familiar with the little snippet in the very middle called the fanfare for the common man. Secondly, there are two puppet characters, this man here and his dog, a scruffy terrier who is handicapped but gets along very well on two wheels. Thirdly, and this is kind of an experiment for me, but I'm using almost 100 feet, yards and yards of painted imagery. Just a second. I'll be able to show a little bit of it. So this painted imagery, there are scrolls, several of these scrolls that unfurl. They move horizontally up and down. And throughout the symphonic work, I'm telling the story. Cinematically, I've painted the imagery so that sometimes it is showing landscape or background for the puppets to perform in front of. Other times, the puppets leave. Actually, a lot of the time, the puppets, the two characters, are not seen. But what we see in the imagery is what they are seeing. It's their journey. So, again, cinematically, it might be long shots or close-ups, and this is ever moving throughout the piece. Now, what is the story about? Well, after much listening to the symphonic work and a lot of daydreaming, I concocted a story, and I set it in 1946, which is when Aaron Copland finished the symphonic work, and it's also the end of World War II. But this man and his dog have been living in a hole in the ground, a hand-dug home that they dug, and it's at the edge of the road at the base of the billboard. And yet, on this day, they emerge. And that's the story of Symphony. Thank you.
Where is this one going on?
It'll be at the very nice air-conditioned auditorium of the Crane Library, Rust Belt Books, and one time at the Allen Street Hardware Cafe.
Good question. Next, we've got Adam Giancarlo, Two of a Kind.
Hi, we are Two of a Kind. My name is Adam Giancarlo. Anyway, we're a jazz fusion duo. We play original music. I play guitar and I play keyboard and
I'm a violin. I play vibraphone.
And as you can hear, our video isn't working, but this is our music. So we're going to be playing at Allentown Music, the Bend, Barbfly, and we'll also be on WBNY, the radio program. We're going to be interviewed and we're going to perform live also. So, we do original and we also do some jazz standards. So sort of a mix of different styles. So,
That's pretty much it. This is my first time doing infringement. I'm a partner back in we collaborated maybe about 6 months now. I've been knowing Adam for quite some years.
And we've always talked about collaborating, getting together, and doing some music. And finally, the chance has come for us to do this. So we're doing music. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, we're excited. So thanks, guys. Okay, and I'm Adam Giancarlo. I also do a solo act. I'm a musician who plays basically folk, rock, acoustic, blues, jazz, lots of different styles and stuff like that. Mostly original music, some covers, but the content of my lyrics is a wide range, from political commentary to social commentary to relationship and personal things, as well as I also do some children's songs. I've written children's songs and educational songs. And I was a math teacher for a short time, so I wrote some math songs. It's a little bit different than most people. I guess my video is not working either, but I will be playing at Allentown Music also. Firefly, ZGM, I believe it is called, and I'll also be on WBAY radio show, doing interviewing and performing live as well. So you guys should come check out Two of a Kind. Actually, on Monday we're going to be the featured showcase artists on Two of a Kind at 8 o'clock at the beaches. So come check us out. And sorry about the lack of music or video. It wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't his fault. Sorry, 2 minutes piece, don't have a lot of time to go through menus and grab video up. It's okay. Subversive Theater coming on up next. We all know who they are. Okay. I'm going to see if I can fit my entire cast on this stage. Oh, most of the cast. Hey, so my name's Bob Van Balen, and I'm with Subversive Theater Collective. For Infringement this year, we're doing a play. It's called A Man's a Man by Bertolt Brecht. And I wrote a new adaptation of this play to take place in Afghanistan. It's a satirical anti-war play that parodies the dehumanization that war causes to soldiers. It's really funny, trust me. And wait, hold on. I wrote some notes. I was going to show a video, but the videos apparently don't work. So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So one of the cool things about the play, by the way, this is my cast. Everybody give it up for my cast. Thanks, guys. They're here for moral support. So one of the cool things about the show is that it sort of takes on the, it sort of is like a propaganda piece that's supposed to be like, join the army. It's supposed to be like a recruitment commercial almost. And one of my big inspirations for it was the video I wanted to show, but it doesn't work, so I'll just describe it. It was in the early 90s. There was this Marines commercial where it's like a dude in full armor on a horseback fighting animated chess pieces. Do any of you remember this commercial? Yeah! Right. So I watched that commercial and I realized that while this is really parodying, how serious the Army takes itself, sometimes some things are so ridiculous, they're already parodies of themselves, and it's really hard to parody that. So the point I was making was I really hope I can be as ridiculous as that ad already was. Anyway, we're at the Manning Free Playhouse in the Great Arrow Building, 3rd floor. Come see our show. Thanks. Subversive Theater. Not only do they do stuff, but Subversive Theater is one of the places that donates their space that they pay rent on, space that they maintain the equipment on, that donates space so we can have other people come in and do their acts. And Steve with City Sketches, come on next. That was almost fun. Almost as funny as City Sketches.
I have flyers for locations. Adding to the time. What is City Sketches? City Sketches is written by Main Street Brian Lance, who brought me to Undisciplined and Sleeping Late. Maybe you saw that on my marks. No, okay. It's offbeat, it's heartfelt. City Sketches is sketch comedy Buffalo style. It's a little vulgar, it's irreverent, it's oddly specific. It's serious, but only for like 2 minutes, so don't worry, you're gonna laugh. It's hockey, it's the raft building, it's the Jersey Shore checks down on Chippewa, it's Cafe Aroma. It's a little rough around the edges, but we're working on that. It's the Albright Knox and City Hall and alleys full of dog shit. It's food festivals and Shakespeare in the Park, and the Ghost of Miller Fillmore, and the 14220 representing. And it's also going to be put on 5 times at various locations. So our information is there. You can catch it. Thank you.
Satellite Nation? Is that right, man? Satellite Nation up next. Come on up.
Hi, we're Satellite Nation. We're a hard rock band from the city of Buffalo. Well, we thought we could play some sort of song today, but that's we just get hard rock. We just get hard rock songs. We played at Town Bar, this is our metal band. We played at Club Infinity. We opened for MK's Army at Mohawk Place just this past weekend. We're actually doing we're doing the Music Bizarre fundraiser at the Gallery Mall this weekend. If you want to check it out, it's a cool set. We're doing some stuff in the forum.
So basically, it's just the two of us. We're a rock duo. I'm Vince Lima. I play guitar, I sing, and he plays drums. So, we just play music and it's basically anyway. See ya, and thank you.
All right, thank you. Email Vince at Big Label City, just so you all know. All right, Melanie, not your ordinary Dorothy. Come on up.
Hello. Hi. This is really awesome, cheesy thing. So Now Your Ordinary Dorothy is basically a Wizard of Oz take on my life in New York City. And it kind of starts off from the bottom of the rainbow. You go to Oz, you go to New York, it's awesome. Drug, sex, rock and roll, the best time of your life. And then I started having to, think about, use my brain. I was like, how am I going to make money? How am I going to make my dreams come true? How am I going to, find people that I can connect with? So I start using my brain. And then I fall in love and find somebody and start using my heart. And my life is consumed by that. And then all these things come into play, and I start living through my fear like the lion. And I, lose my band, I lose my love, and I kind of hit rock bottom at the bottom of the rainbow. I don't want to give the ending away, but it's this crazy trip of mine that I experienced, and the feedback in Buffalo. And it's a one-woman, one-act, and it's got original music that I perform with my guitarist and some percussion, and it's gonna be good times. And yeah, it's super cute. It's going to be at the College Street Gallery. Wait, first it's Rustbelt Bookstore on the 26th at 3:30. The 27th is at El Museo Art Museum at 7. And then College Street Art Gallery the next week on the 2nd at 4:30. So definitely come. It's it's an emotional, literally roller coaster over the rainbow. And I'm sure y'all can relate to that. And now.
Thank you very much. So the Infringement Festival is like when you count them all out, it's over 1,000 things happen in 11 days. And over the course of those 11 days, it's pretty much wrangled by a group of 9? Is that the number this year? 1,100 performances, 9 volunteers. And so, we appreciate it when you check in. I think Contact Improv, are they here? They didn't check in. They didn't check in. Come on up, your 2 minutes is counting.
I don't know if you noticed on your way in, there's people on the window dancing. So what we're doing this year for infringement is we plan to be sort of all over the city in different places. And our idea is to kind of be looking like ordinary people, which of course we are. And, you know, at business offices and parks and different places like that, doing contact improvisation and other kinds of dance improvisation. We hope that people will see relationships between ordinary-looking people, or maybe not so ordinary-looking people, and not know what to expect next. So we're going to be just doing things at random places. We don't know where, and won't necessarily be announced where we'll be throughout the festival. And then on August 4th at the Old Wondermont, from 11:30 to 1:30, we will be doing a dance in the house there. And we're going to have bread, so you can come and eat some food. And it's fancy and delicious. And have some food and watch some dancing and participate if you feel so moved to do that. We've been practicing improvisation and contact improvisation for quite a while now, and especially in the context of performing. Basically, contact improvisation is following the point of contact between two people and playing with what happens when you meet up this way, what happens with gravity, what happens when Bonnie's leg is in the air by Scott's ear, you know, what happens next. And when the waitress comes by. So our idea is just to kind of promote infringement by being in different places, maybe places that people wouldn't ordinarily see, maybe doing something very quick and cause people to say, did that just happen? Or doing something more extended to people, causing people to say, what are they doing? And that's basically it. Okay, thank you.
Contact improv. A lot of other dance going to go on. The next will let them off, but if you're into dance, the alt theater is going to have a whole bunch of stuff for dance. So if you're into that this year. Career to Power. Drew, come on up.
Hello. Thanks everybody for coming. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. This has been great. My first time in Infringer, and I had good patience as just called so I'm just going to read a description of my project. Basically, a while ago at school, the teacher told me that there's too much information around that. I was just like, no. There's a lot of misinformation around it. More information is a good thing, right? But then I thought of the Nietzsche quote, the more you look at the boy, the more Nietzsche you. So there's a million sites for every fringe group. Shady emails are sent around all the time like these. Social media. I set up a bunch of sites with articles that are basically political satire. Career to Power is basically a completely interactive installation. It's based on those websites, basically, and all that social media stuff. I will provide basically a street team to disperse business cards with basically QR codes, those linkable cell phone codes with links to the website. And then people will be free to visit them, view the stories, and comment on them as they will. There's a subplot though. It's a visual art narrative that's going on in sites like Flickr, Pinterest, and others, where basically there's a fan and it's disappearing due to the effects of all this information. So you'll be able to see all that going on through that narrative if you look deep enough, basically. That's basically it. Thank you.
Rhythm and coffee. Bourbon and coffee, that's much better. Really love bourbon. I see real wood. Wood goes in bourbon, no doubt about it.
Like my
Thank you. All right, I'm starting.
What did you use, man? What you got? Where's the poster go?
It's only 4.
Oh, really?
You can do Thursday, right next to you.
Check, 2.
How many seconds do I have? 60 seconds. Well, that's not much time, but I guess the whole thing is philosophy and science and religion. And normally you don't get those 3 people into a room and have a really pleasant conversation. Usually it's races, but I think the one thing that science and religion need to understand is that they are missing pieces to the same puzzle. It's only ignorance with blind you to the truth. So it gets weird, and it's kind of like a roller coaster, and there's some flashing lights, and it's loud. It gets really loud at times. It'll get louder than that. But time is short, and life is for living. It's called bourbon and coffee. Thank you.
Robin, thanks for the bourbon and coffee. Next we got the devil in the other.
We're a 2-piece folk band from the outskirts of Buffalo. We're called The Devil in Love, and this is our 2nd year playing. This is Josh. He does accordion and keyboarding and programming, and I do guitar. And we have kind of a revolving door of other musicians. Yeah, we have a lot of different people that come in and out of our band a lot. So we just lost a trumpet player.
Although that goes to show how eclectic we are, that we had a trumpet player, play accordion. We also have a cello player, a part-time cello player, bass player. Yeah. So we kind of run the gamut.
And yeah, we're going to be playing 2 days at the festival, and then we're going to be doing one of the radio things. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
You're hearing a sample of one of our more up-tempo songs right now. It's beautiful. It is. It is. You can thank the accordion player. Yeah.
We recorded this in my living room.
Parts of it we recorded in the living room, other parts we recorded in my bedroom. Which makes mine so beautiful. Exactly. Any questions from the audience?
Thank you.
We like that. At least photographs for or of Buffalo? Both. That's complicated. That's too complicated for me after all this. Well, Elise?
Slideshow. I have a fucking
It's okay.
So I'm just going to show my laptop of photographs I've taken. The name of my show is called Photographs of Buffalo, for Buffalo, and then some.
And then I get 24 photos. I'm a student, kind of, but photography is my passion, and the first time in Swingers, and I'm kind of nervous. What type of work? Photography. And, I have a Canon CD that I use. So here's the title of my show. I just made this. I said that I thought maybe you guys could see bigger words. Get it down. There we go. There's a cell phone. It's got me in my nephew. Photographs of Buffalo, for Buffalo, and some like this one. My name is Denise Lindsay. So here's a picture of, I guess I can talk. So I'm going to be
Open it.
Yeah.
There you go, baby. Direct to it.
Great. Oh, here's this is like National Geographic. Totally my all right. Oh, yeah. Gross picture, yeah. Nice. Where? Oh, it's space 24. This is where we're for that. Oh no, here's
Good job, Elise. Love good photography. Everyone loves something for Buffalo. And she's mentioned space food before, definitely something for Buffalo. Organization Pearson, we all know and love, helps us a lot. Helps us out a lot. Another person we all know and love, Molly.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go really fast with this poem, and I performed. It's gonna be slower. I'm doing an epic that I wrote based on Ulysses, based on the Odyssey, and it's actually very similar to what Reverend Coffee said. It's from theology and explorations. I've actually been trying to read every single religious text out there from the Bible to the Quran, so I'm still in this process of learning and exploring and trying to understand all points of view. And this is the poetry that's coming out of this journey, I feel like I'm on. So I'm going to do a short one. I also incorporate science and a lot of math. I love math, so this is just the beginning of it, and I'm going to give you a preview for the first poem of the epic. In the Beach Street Galaxy, the picnic solar system, snakes fighting tails, telling tales of benzene, really doing fun by faces of 140 picometers, and the leaders of fermented wine-driven bees by time waggling return to their hexagonal honeycombs. We subconsciously know his home in a world which is no decagon to be used to polyhedral views of 3 dimensions, but this is B-dimensions, 3 dimensions, you and me dimensions. We're nature's binomial nomenclature, the tortured tales we told as we all get old, finding, creating cells and maturing cells, and hardly quickly regular hexagons to find the plane. In the universe, when people go insane, it's right that you insane, instead of polymeric, hypercube, hyperspace, hypertime, hyperlife, hyper-you! Particle communicated faster than the speed of light, nothing was really ever quite right, relative, mind-blowingly metaphysical, physical, critical, space, metric systems slipping into place. Where time never works with the human mind speeding and flowing, ebbing and flowing, this is all the sensory information you're knowing. Copernican revolution missed Darwinian evolution at a revolution of 66,780 miles per hour on the sun. In a paradigm of clarity, I'm running for a ride, grab your hitchhiker's guide to the Peachtree Galaxy. We're doing all this stuff, and I also have poetry and illuminated manuscripts from it. It's illuminated manuscripts from scientific writing and mathematics to an illuminated manuscript series I'm working on right now, the Sermon on the Mount. I mean, it's a lot of things that I feel can help make humanity feel alive and are the basis for really beautiful interactions between each other and learning all perspectives. So this is that's the art show that's at Space 224 the whole time, and then the poetry's at Space 224 on the 27th from 7:30 or 6:30 to 7:30, and then at Burning Books from sometime. And I'm also doing the long poem. I'm still deciding if that's okay, but I will.
Molly. All right, the next one, I've heard that they are, the things I heard about this next act have been in it forever and brilliant. Who's there?
We're the 850 spot.
Anybody in the room born in 1995 or after?
Not really?
All right, good. Well, that's how long we've been doing improv together for.
How much time we got?
I think we're doing really well. Babushka is the name of our group. It's not the name of our show. Don and I have spent many schwitzsukas over the last 15 years joking about our Polish heritage, so we thought it'd be nice to incorporate into our two-minute improv group.
I am a quarter Polish. I have no idea what did you say?
I'll tell you later. That's close enough. What we do is basically get a single suggestion from the audience at the beginning of an hour, and then we improvise off that for 1 hour. Don and I have both trained at the Second City in Toronto. We've both been members of the Eclectic Improv Company for 14 years. So
you're doing great.
Now Don's going to take over.
When they asked us, can you do, how much time we got?
You got 1 minute.
Nice. Can you do your show in 2 minutes? We said, no, we need an hour. So, what are the dates? We have the date. We'll just tell you what the dates are.
Basically, every day from Thursday the 26th until Friday the 3rd, we're at a few different venues, Burning Books, and Buen Amigo, a good friend, and Museo, the museum. And
lots of shows in Mexican places. We're big with the Latino crowd.
We have our big show here at Merge is on Friday, July 27th from 9 to 10 p.m.
Yeah, and what we do, like I said, we just get one suggestion. So somebody yell out a suggestion. What? Turtles. So then we'll do a scene about turtles.
Or maybe we'd ask for a job. But so if somebody got a job.
Turtles.
A what?
Politician.
Politician. That's not a job. Engineer. And then we use those suggestions. And we're at time. See how we did?
Thank you.
They mentioned a couple other places. Buen Amigo helps out, and Museo is coming back this year after not being with us for a couple of years. We really appreciate that. Katie, right? She's been good for us. Good to us. Next is Starlight Studios, Monsters for Peace on Earth. Starlight? Here we go.
While I wait for my cohort to get up here, check out these awesome shirts designed by Janet Harrison. Janet couldn't be here tonight, but we have the poet AIC to give us a little rundown about Monsters for Peace on Earth. It's a one-night only event.
First time I measure. Basically, it goes something like this. We call it something. The Masters for Peace movement. You see all of our shirts. It happens Friday, August 3rd from 7 to 10 in the Infringement Festival celebration. There's a greeting card. The Starlight Studio, our gallery, down the street here. Very blue, very silvery, very rainbow color, very snack office, snack artist, whatever. What we'll be doing is bunch of music, poetry, and art. Beautiful art, outstanding art. I've been down there for 6 years, and I still love it. You know, that's the history. Coming back next to me, that street, and beside of me. Music by Captain Koch, Cook, poetry once again by Robin Ross. Jeffrey Gansa, he's not here tonight, but representing Starlight Poets and Starlight Studio. What you'll be hearing from me tonight is just a little taste, a little sample. This is very raw. I haven't had a chance to really percolate this yet. Read it for you real fast. Starting by hip hop. You may know these masters. Raise your hand if you don't. If you do, I'm not going to rap it, I'm just going to read it. Bigfoot. Yeah. Put your hands up. Bigfoot children, Adilla cooling, the Gaga maxing, and come relaxing, the werewolf feeling. Werewolf looking for a fight. werewolf, werewolf, don't be here at night. You can put the werewolf and sit there, right? You come grab a werewolf if you are dead. Until I send werewolf in the head. Lady Gaga saw the fight, and she broke crying. Lady Gaga saw the fight, began to cry. Stop, she yelled, marches for peace, let the violence and please let the mayhem cease. In the end, all the monsters fell, they shook hands. Lady Gaga got the monsters to join her band. Peace. It's my now on the show.
Okay, so I just wanted to give a shout out for Lazy D. Anybody, you guys know Lazy D? Lazy D X Destroyer with Country. They're from Cincinnati. They've come up the last, let's say this is their 4th year, coming from Cincinnati to Buffalo to do the infringement. They're hooked on it. Just like the Montreal guys are hooked on it, just like the Nova Scotia do. They're all hooked on Buffalo because we have a great art scene. And Lazy D comes every year to Cincinnati to rage out with us Buffalo people. And you gotta love them for that. Right? This DVD didn't work. It's my fault.
All right, shout out to Lazy D. Lazy D, the people he's talking about from Montreal, the car stories people, they're the people who started this whole mess. And I guess it's a really time to say that there was this festival called the Fringe Festival, which was supposed to be a do-it-yourselfer, like down-home people doing some theater festival. And turned corporate, and they kicked this other group out of the festival because they offended one of the sponsors. And it was a paper, I think, who was a big sponsor of it out there. And so they started their own festival, and they have it the same week as the Fringe Festival in Montreal every year. And Kurt Schneiderman, who a bunch of you know, came down, and went up there, happened to be there, and said, wow, this is pretty cool, and came down here and brought it to us. And so now we've got a lot of support for it down in Buffalo. We are the biggest infringement festival that exists. There are a number of them. There's one in Brooklyn, there's one in Hampton, I think, there's one in... Kurt, help me out. What else, Kurt? Of course it is. Brooklyn, Hamilton, Montreal, Hoboken. There's a bunch of them. Thank you. And
Hamilton, Brooklyn, Montreal,
and us. That's what's going on. So that's Kurt. Some of the people, we got 2 more things going on. We got two more. There's some people here who do a lot. Kurt's one of them. A lot of you know who he is. I see Kat out there. I see John out there. I see Aaron out there. I see Ashley out there. I see Dave out there. I see Melissa and Leslie and John out there, and there are probably some more that I'm not seeing right here. And we appreciate the help from y'all. We got Guillotine 2 coming on up next.
Don't forget Cat.
Okay. Oh, you can't forget Cat. Guillotine 2. Sorry, my French is rusty, except for those 4 letter ones.
Hello, everybody. We did guillotine last year, and this is my 3rd year at Infringement Fest, and I've played a lot of festivals. My name is Joe Saracusa. You can check out my website, The Shakespeare Guide, and the show is, hold on a second. That's better. The show is basically a critique of American politics today, running parallel with the French Revolution. I couldn't bring the guillotine in, so I brought you a sound cue. We're going to start at Days Park, and we're going to roam the streets of Allentown. We're going to have a guillotine frenzy at the French Quarter Cafe, and we're going to end at the Bend with Toxic News, Breaking Your Neck News. We bring you Breaking Your Neck news at night. We break your neck in the morning. We've got Slick Chiney over there, who's also the writer and director of 420. And Slick Chiney is running on the No More Elections, No More Voting ticket. Vote for me and you'll never vote again. He's got his new mind control drug. Trust me, just twice a day. Trust me. I got my buddy here, he's producing the thing, and he's also got something interesting. He's put together a big internet broadcasting network, and he really wants to cover a lot of stuff from the Fringe Festival. So if you want to get the stuff on the internet, make sure you get a hold of Rob. I love the Infringement Festival.
I want to say thanks to Kurt, John, and Leslie, and all the people who do it. And I'm also working with the Buffalo Burlesque Collective, who are going to do the show. They're slick Chinese minions, and they're going to have the dance of seduction of the lobbyists, for the lobbyists, by the lobbyists. Come and see the show. I think you'll have fun. Thanks a lot.
You are on Buffalo Burlesque Collective.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all others. I am Mistress J. Kiss. I am the founder of the Stripteasers Burlesque troupe that was started over 8 years ago here in Buffalo, New York. And after I had a lovely run of a few years of alcoholism and slutism, I got pregnant. And because I couldn't dance the way I wanted to all over the world, I decided to grow an army in Buffalo. And I taught people to dance. I taught people to love themselves and each other and just have a good time with good music, good dancing, and freedom. And since then, the Army has grown into really a giant group of men and women that just want to have fun and sparkle. And we didn't really have any other name except for the Buffalo Burlesque Collective. And we have been artistic for many, many years, probably the times of prostitutes and belly dancers. They just didn't know that it was called burlesque. And we are going to celebrate the Infringement Festival at Roxy's on August 2nd, which is a Thursday night, which we do every Thursday night with Stripteasers. And I don't really know what we're going to be doing. That's not my part. I'm just talking about the Roxy's part. Wham Band's coming. I've wham bands many a time. At Roxy's, August 2nd. The show starts at midnight, but I do recommend that you come around 11:30 for a great parking spot and get a couple cocktails in you. It makes you very generous when the girls start dancing. And that's all I have to say about that particular event.
Smile, ladies.
Yeah!
This way.
Check that! All right, now let's talk about Wham Bam Thank You Slam. Hello. Wham Bam Thank You Slam, part 2. Naked women and poetry. It's beautiful. I'm going to be there. It's on the 28th at Nietzsche's, and it's going to be amazing. And it's just going to be hot women just, taking their clothes off. And maybe not. You never know with the tea. So I hope to see you all there.
And the final thing that the Buffalo Burlesque Collective is going to bring to you is A Midsummer Night's Drag, which you may have received a flyer about. We're doing this in conjunction with Jamie Constant's Bad Girls, a local drag queen group. So it's going to be a classic retelling of the story, however, through burlesque and drag. So it's going to be August 4th, Saturday at 7:45 at the All, and Sunday the 5th at 8:30 at the All. So we hope to see you all there.
Hey, thank you all. Artists who came out, helped us out, went through this kind of little whirlwind thing. We appreciate it. And I'd like to say thank you to the press people who came out and made some time today on the 4th of July. We were all day last night. We're all on the road today. What are you going to do? We have postcards with the dates on the back. We have business cards. We appreciate it if you would all come. If those of you who are participating in the festival, please help us promote the festival. We are not promoters. We do not have any budget to put up TV ads and that sort of thing. And we rely entirely on word of mouth and people throwing papers in front of your faces. So we got a bunch of boxes of postcards. We appreciate